Anthony Smith. Well, my friend, it's nice to talk to you. I think you miss a few things. I believe it is about you. As you say, you have a remarkable group of employees. I have seen over my time in St John Ambulance, the men and women in green go out and do remarkable things. I believe that you, St John Ambulance, have given us excellent equipment, a good, well coordinated structure across Western Australia, and as good a training and breadth of skills as is necessary today to carry out some incredible interventions across Western Australia. To move forward, it's about leadership. It's about how we weld the disparate things that are in our minds together into a direction that will take us into the next generation. And as you can see, these wrinkles didn't come about from lack of experience. I've been with St John Ambulance for 30 years and I consider it a privilege to do the sort of work that I've done. But I am frustrated many times by the lack of leadership. And I think that the one thing that you can do is put in place leadershipful initiatives that bring people forward, that make them bigger. We can't run an organisation like this, as you say, from centralised opinions. You have to genuinely come and talk to us, encourage us to bring our views forth. And it's not just you, it's through that structure that comes down to us. And I don't see that. I see it as very much that I'm directed, things are changed on a whim. It still happens. And especially as a country paramedic. I have worked with St John Ambulance for 30 years, 7 in Perth, and I worked out that one of the quietest places you could work and do your job was down here. There were no managers that struggled down to Albany very often, and surprise, surprise, they disappeared pretty quickly. Last few years I've seen managers dispatched to Albany with varying levels of competency and ability and getting things done. But Albany, especially as a country depot, has increased our job numbers, and I believe that to get a bit more order in the country, you need to consider country paramedics as involved in a separate area of practice. It is quite different for me and a volunteer to drive out of town 20, 50, 100 k's and step out of a van compared to 2 professionals 3 k's from the GPO in Perth. It is a very different scenario. Very different things are expected from me, and I deliver, I can assure you, a very different solution. Now, most of my job is easy, but the ones that you need to be interested in are those ones that are not. I believe that the volunteer model is finished in Albany. I'm told by my organisation that it will continue for some time. Well, that's the way it is, and I will continue to work with volunteers. But I believe that the interventions that are expected from professional paramedics, the amount of them, the number of jobs that we are doing, that it is over, and that we need to give consideration to how do we provide professional paramedics working together to provide outcomes. And I accept that there are challenges to that, but come and have a yarn to me. I'll tell you my opinion about how that can be done. But I'll be interested to see you at the regional conferences. I'm not sure when they are, because I don't get told these things. I'm just a humble man at the coalface. But Anthony Smith, we'll look forward to see how you go. Thank you.